This morning, a Portal 2 playtesting story, but first, my annoying phrase yet again. Be curious. Don't dismiss things. Don't explain things. Like when you get a bug from the Discord, you don't explain what that bug is without looking into what that bug is. Because there's always a new thing happening. Like game development it's always something new with a live service game. So like, the first time it happens, you're like, wait, this shouldn't happen. They just must have not clicked through to accept to allow Unreal access to the internet. Oh wait, no, our turn servers are down. Okay. Now we get that again and we say, oh, our turn servers are down when we see that bug going, oh no, wait, the service provider did an update behind the scenes they didn't tell us about last week. And this is causing problems for new players. That's what happened to us. Right? And you're like, oh wait, you gotta be curious. You gotta dig into that. So when you get that first report, that first blush of something, be curious about it, right? And so the same thing happens when you're doing playtests. You do observe playtests, and I learned at Valve is you sit behind the person and you watch. And partially, that's because it's painful. And you're forced to be curious because you get to watch the person think it out. Sometimes people not used to this will be like, well, let's just tell them how to get past that. Like, no. We want them to struggle, not because we want them to struggle, because we want them to expose to us their thought process in this struggle. And if you correct them or tell them too quickly, they won't expose that thought process. And you want them to wander around and try putting portals on everything and screwing around of like, you quickly learn. Like, oh my God, this is bad. This is us. This is not them. And you learn that. But that said, always be curious about what you see in the playtest as well. Because for Portal 2, we wanted so much throughput of testing, we recorded it. So we recorded the screen and the face. And people would play Portal 2 single player like this. And then when they'd fill out the questionnaire, it'd be like, funniest game ever. They never smiled. They were super stoic. They played the Portal 2 co-op side, the side that I wrote. And they'd be laughing, and they'd be throwing their head back, and be like, oh, right? And it's because we're social beings, and in single player, we don't think anyone's watching us. In co-op, we think there's somebody else there. Even if we can't talk with them, we have this connection to them, and so we do all the human reactions that we normally do. I personally think the single player stuff's funnier than my co-op stuff. But yet I would clip the two pictures of the players side by side and send them to Jay and Eric just to tease them of that my stuff was funnier. That's where we figured out what people were doing. Because Eric was curious, because the hell if Eric was going to let me get away with doing that. So, right, there's an advantage to being curious, even if your friend's being a jerk. But no, be curious, don't dismiss things, and always don't take things at first blush and kind of dig in so you understand why that's happening. That will pay off for you endlessly.